So recently I've fallen off the deep end. I've started dabbling into nootropics. I'll put the definition on the screen right now. Now I've tried two main supplements, one being L-Theanine, the other being ashwagandha. Now I dabbled into the latter later, so I have roughly a month and a half of experience with L-Theanine on its own. So I will give you a based, real take without letting you know like, oh, I felt this, but it was actually ashwagandha. I'll just give like the L-Theanine effects. Now, if you don't know what it is, L-Theanine is a amino acid. I'll put like the fucking chemical, like fucking look of it on the screen. I forgot the name of it. What was it called? I forgot. Anyway, L-Theanine is an amino acid, and you can usually find it in like tea leaves and some mushrooms too. If you brew like green tea for 10 minutes, you may get like 25 milligrams or some shit of L-Theanine. But to feel the effects properly, you're gonna need to drink a lot of green tea or just take capsules or like powder in a supplement form. So what I took personally was one capsule of 400 milligrams of L-Theanine daily. Then sometimes I took two, but not really. One's enough. And if you're wondering about the brand, I use this shit. It's Alpha-01. It's 400 milligram capsules and it has like bioperine, so it's like pepper in this shit for like absorption, but I don't fucking know if that shit works. Now, a big issue with nootropics, in my opinion, the review side of it is a little bit weird because a big issue is individual variance. So for example, for me, L-Theanine works for me, but for you, it may not. Ashwagandha works for me. Apparently for some people, that ruins their fucking life. Lion's mane, it could work for you, could fuck someone else up. And that's a really big issue, but L-Theanine's a more safer one because it's not like extreme per se, just an amino acid. It won't fuck your shit up. So you'll probably experience the same effects as me. I will just get into how I felt right now. So when I first started taking it, as in I had one pill of 400 milligrams. I took it, and in conjunction, I had a scoop of pre-workout, Ultimate Nutrition Blue Raspberry. I don't know the exact like caffeine dosage. I'll put the nutritional information on the screen right now so you know. I don't want to like give you a wrong number. But these two in conjunction took me to a wild place, bro. It took around 30 minutes to kick in. But the moment it hit, like that, I could focus like way better than I usually could. How much work I would do usually in about a day, I did that shit in like an hour. So I got about 4 days worth of work done in that one fucking sitting. I have never done that before. I don't know what the fuck happened. It was crazy, bro. I hit that deep work block. I hit 2 of those. Went to the gym after. Now we're like 5 in the morning, bro. Because I just didn't sleep for some reason. And my lifts increased. Now, I don't know why. It's not like, oh, L-Theanine makes strength gains. That's not how it works. I think it was just like, oh, more focus in the gym. I think that was it. Just more focus. I wasn't like thinking about everything else. I was just single-mindedly thinking about the workout, and my lifts increased from that. But don't expect some strength gains. It's not how it fucking works, bro. And for me, it was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? How's this happening? Now, I used to have anxiety. I don't have it anymore. The issue's been solved. But even after I solved it and I started taking this shit, I always felt calm. I never like got stressed. Cortisol never spiked. Testosterone boost because of that. Androgen receptors modulated. Dice to the fucking core. And when anything bad happened, I was just like, hey, bro, like whatever happens, happens, man. It was great. I loved it, bro. So after consistently using it and like getting my concentration more on point, I used to take 1, sometimes 2 a day. But as I consecutively took it, the effects weakened. So let's say the fast time was 100%. After the consecutive usage, it went down to 50. Still noticeable, but it was noticeably not as good. So I used to take, at that point, 2. Sometimes I did 3, but never really. It doesn't fuck you up. It's just like, that's a lot, you know what I mean? Now, what's also good about it, and something weird, I don't know how it works, but when I slam L-Theanine on its own, with like no stimulant, it takes me out. It puts me to fucking sleep. So if you have like sleep issues, it may help, but I'm not like entirely sure on that. Sometimes it just take me out. If I didn't have like caffeine, took 1, boom, I was like off. It was crazy. I don't know how that worked. Fuck you, bro. Okay, I'm artificially increasing the brightness now. Please don't look like shit. So is it worth it? At the end of the day, I'd say yeah. Like honestly, it's pretty good. You can get a lot of 400 milligram capsules of this shit for like £8 to £9. How much did I pay for this? Let me check. I paid nothing for this. It was crazy. Yeah, I paid £8 for this. £8 for what? 120 capsules of 400 milligram L-Theanine pills. That's fucking good, man. And for what it does, it's pretty good, man. There's no extreme side effects like other shit, like ashwagandha. Oh, you may get emotionally blunt. None of that shit happens, bro. It's like a fucking amino acid, bro. But I will say, after a few days of taking it, I had some form of fucking test boost because I was hitting back one day, like it was crazy. Yeah, I remember I was hitting lat pull down wide grip, and I was hitting that shit, and I got up and I was so fucking pissed, like out of nowhere, I got fucking like roid rage, bro. Like I wasn't looking at them, but, like there were people like over there, and they were looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like I was a monster that day, and then I sat down, I was like, bro, what the fuck? Why am I so pissed? And then I calmed down. It was really weird. I don't know what the fuck that was. I feel like a crackhead. I don't know. Really weird. But that's never happened ever. Like it was like one point. I think I was just pissed off about something. I'm not sure, but that may happen to you. Negative side effect. Ooh. Apparently you can also get like stomach aches and like nausea. I've never had those personally, so I can't vouch on that. But just one thing to remember: if you're not entirely sure, just go ask your GP on it or some shit before you take it. But overall, out of 10, I give it a fucking 9. Like it's actually really good.